Hell is a squared circle, a one-shot from Aftershock Comics. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of wrestling. Anyone who hasn't figured that out yet. So of course, if I see a wrestling themed comic, I gotta check it out. So I decided to give this a go. And yeah, it was really interesting. It reminds me a lot of like a Twilight Zone or Outer Limits or Tales from the Crypt, like that kind of series. Not in the sense that it's a horror, but in the sense that it has like a lot of grittiness and a twist ending or an ending, a surprise ending that very much comes straight out of Twilight Zone or Outer Limits. So our main character, his name is Ted. He's a wrestler and he's a heel, which for anyone who doesn't know, that's a bad guy. He spends all his time wrestling, and all the times that he's not wrestling, he's drinking, and he's trying to drink away all of his problems. He has a final notice on he's living out of a motel. Like he can't even own a house, can't even own an apartment. He's living out of a motel, and he's not even able to pay that off. Like he's due rent and he can't pay it. He had a wife, his wife left him. He has a kid, his kid doesn't want to see him. So this is a guy who just can't get anything good going on in his life. But he's his own worst enemy. He's the one that always, whenever things are going good, he finds some way to screw it up. But he decides, you know what, I want to change. I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. I want to be a good guy. If I can be a good guy, I'll get more opportunities. I'll get better money. So he goes to his manager, Steve. Well, not the manager. He's like a promoter that Ted works for. So he goes to Steve and he pleads his case. He's like, hey, I want to be a good guy. And Steve's like, nah, like Teddy, you're my guy. Like, I need you where you're working. And right now you're working right where you are. And so he's like, all right, well, how about Cosmic Cassidy? Cosmic Cassidy, he's like the #1 babyface, which is a good guy. Maybe I can work with him. We can do something in the ring where I would do the Cosmic Crash, which is Cosmic Cassidy's move. I'll do it on him, and the crowd will go wild. And, maybe some of the crowd will start appreciating me. And, of course, Cassidy agrees to do it. But then once they get into the ring, he doesn't. He basically betrays Ted and hits him for the 1, 2, 3. And just immediately bails out of the ring and runs away. And, of course, Ted's pissed off. He starts yelling at the referee, yelling at the crowd, and then the crowd starts throwing garbage on him because they think it's all part of an act. And so he calls up Steve, and he talks to Steve, and he's like, hey, about the match. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want to be a good guy. And things don't go well. After he pleads his case, Steve basically yells at him. Ted snaps, headbutts him, and then chokes him to death. So Ted just committed a murder. And then he's like, all right, well, I got to get the hell out of here. So he goes into Steve's office. He robs his safe. But as he's robbing the safe, Cosmic Cassidy shows up. And so he sucker punches Cosmic Cassidy and just beats the crap out of him. He just beats his face in over and over till it's nothing but a bloody mess. And he's like, I'm going to leave Ted here to die. And he bails. He goes to Canada. And he ends up spending all his money on booze and women, and eventually he runs out again. And as this is going on, he keeps seeing this weird, mysterious stranger that keeps following him everywhere he goes and just stares at him with glowing red eyes and smiling. And eventually he's able to start a new life as a good guy. He changes his name, changes his wrestling name as well, wears a mask, but his past comes back to haunt him. And I'm going to leave it there. It was a very interesting story, especially where it ends up going. I really wish I could spoil the whole thing, but I don't want to do that. I really think you guys should go read it for yourself. It's that good. I enjoyed it. Good artwork. Like I said, amazing story. I loved the twists. Well, it's not really a twist, but you can kind of see where it's going. And but yeah, it reminds me of something straight out of Outer Limits, Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt. Like, there's no supernatural elements, but it has that very dark, macabre kind of tone to it. And then, of course, you get the kind of twist ending that you can kind of see it coming, but maybe you can't. So yeah, it reminds me very much of those kind of series. Hell is a Squared Circle, really good. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.